parent wants to make sure their kids are safe when they hit the ice to play hockey, but many might not know exactly where to start. The Chevrolet Safe and Fun Hockey Helmet Program is hoping to change all that. They are giving helmets to all 5-year-old players registered in minor hockey. Hockey legend Cassie Campbell-Pascall and Dr. Charles Tator are part of the program, and they join us now. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
What is your message to parents? Because is there a disconnect between maybe what parents think coaches are responsible for and what parents feel that they themselves are responsible for?
I think so. I think, hockey parents in particular, they don't want to sort of rock the boat. So they drop their kids off and they watch and they cheer and they try to do the right things, but they allow the coach to sort of have the responsibility on the ice. And, I think it's important to have conversations with kids on your way to a hockey game or on your way home about the proper etiquette, if you want to call it that, the proper way you should act on the ice. It's about, respect and responsibility for your opponents and for your teammates and for your coaches. And that's what the Chevrolet Safe and Fun program is about, is, making sure that the environment we set for our kids in playing hockey is safe and it's fun. And, they're learning all these wonderful values like respect and responsibility. And that's kind of what our key message is. And parents need to have a big role in it.
Well, and at the same time, the medical community is learning more and more about concussions, about brain injuries, and this is where you come in. You said that there are misconceptions regarding the long-term effects of concussions. What do people need to know?
Well, we used to say that everybody gets better after a concussion, but not everybody gets better. But you will actually improve if you follow our guidelines. In other words, recognition that a concussion has happened. And that's why this program, Chevrolet Safe and Fun Hockey, is wonderful for me as a preventionist and brain surgeon. I want parents to be able to recognize when their kid may have symptoms of a concussion and make sure that that kid doesn't go back onto the ice and doesn't go back to the game or practice, but actually goes to a medical doctor to get checked out. If you do that, you're going to get back to the game faster. And we do want kids to be playing these games. It's great, sportsmanship, skill development, physical development. We want kids to play, but we want them to play safely.
So back to the game and back to optimal brain function, which is also key for the rest of their lives. Are you optimistic about how things have changed? I mean, because there used to be a time where people were just shoved back on the ice and told, suck it up.
Or you got your bell rung. Just
Right.
miss a shift and you can go back, and I know that happened to me as a kid, and I think awareness is key, and I think that's one thing that this program does a great job of, is bring awareness and, bringing a real expert. I've had a concussion, but bringing a real expert about how to deal with it on board. And I think, with the Chevrolet Hockey Helmet Program is, let's get these kids a properly fitted helmet right when they're starting at age 5. It's almost, other than your skates, really, because you can't do anything on the ice without your skates, but it's probably the most important piece of equipment. And so that's why we have free helmets for 5-year-old kids this year, born in 2008, properly fitted, and it's free. So that's that's the best thing about it, obviously the safety, but it's really free and it's the top of the line, and it helps eliminate some of the costs of playing a great sport.
Okay, so what are the implications then of an ill-fitting helmet? What are you noticing that people do? What if your helmet is shifting all over the place? What's going to happen?
Well, if it's not firmly placed on the head and if it's not in the right position, then it can be knocked off. So one important aspect is to make sure that the strap is done up tightly. So the one-finger rule means that only one finger can fit between the strap and the chin, and then the parents know that the helmet won't fall off. Also for parents, I'd like to mention that we have an online course for how to recognize concussion and what to do if you think your child's had a concussion, and that's available through Safe and Fun Hockey, where parents can actually sign up for an online course to really become educated about concussion.
Well, this is so huge, this level of awareness. It is safeandfunhockey.ca. And Cassie, what would you say to parents who are just getting their kids, who have 5-year-olds, who are getting them ready for hockey and are just in general maybe concerned about their safety?
Well, I think to understand that concussions aren't a hockey problem. It's a sport problem. You can fall on your driveway, your kid can hit his head. her head. I think just to be involved, you know, make sure it's a good environment. Is the coach the right person? Is he teaching your kid values that you would want him to be taught at home, you know, or her at home? And I think that's important, is just understand the environment, be involved as much as you can, have those conversations with your kid to and from the rink, and make sure that the same rules that apply at home and at school apply in the arena. And I think sometimes that goes out the window a little bit. And so the parents still have a big responsibility, even though you're dropping your kid off to be with the coaching
Well,
staff.
it helps to have role models like you, and certainly helps to have experts like you involved. It is safeandfunhockey.ca. We'll make sure we put links on our website at breakfasttelevision.ca. Nice to meet you and lovely to see you.
Thank you.
See you.